First trip of the year to Bedford Purlieus Wood near Wansford. Made this same trip 1 year, 1 week, 1 year plus 1 week ago for the same purposes, trying to catch an early fly orchid and trying to find a bird's nest orchid, which we didn't find last year. So slightly early again, but I've seen pictures of fly orchids appearing on the internet, so I'm reasonably hopeful we'll find the odd flower. So never the easiest things to find, tiny little orchid flowers, but reasonably optimistic we'll find the fly orchids, bird's nest orchid as well. I just got to be lucky, but I've been lucky in recent trips, so you never know. So let's go and have a look, see if we can find, first of all, go and find some fly orchids. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Always the same every year in this area where the fly orchids grow. There's such tough plants to find because they are so small. You just don't see them until you do, and then when you see one, you tend to find more. So you just have to persevere. But as I say, it's tough, scratchy sort of scrub. And there'll be something around. It's just a case of sticking with it. So it might be 5 minutes, might be half an hour. They're in here somewhere. Absolutely determined to find them. There you go. There you have it. First fly orchid, and there'll be more around here. I'm just going to stay low now and have a look around because there'll be a patch of them here for sure. But you can see it's got 3 flowers on it, so it has opened, but there's plenty more to come in the buds at the top. That's quite a large plant actually. I think when that one's in full flower it's going to be 12-14 inches tall. It's going to be quite a big one. Yeah, they're really good patch. It's the same patch that I found last year. I mean, I've stayed down low here and probably seen about 9 or 10 plants in a 10-foot square area, and I'm sure there's more. I don't really like hanging around too long on this patch. It's so easy to tread on them, so you kind of don't really want to move, but you don't need to move. There's literally, as I say, 7, 8, 9, 10 plants in this patch here, and they're well developed as well, probably further along than expected, which again underlines the fact this orchid season is moving along very quickly indeed. But they're looking good. I'm going to have a wander through, see if there's a few more, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to slowly shuffle off towards the next site here where we can look for bird's nest orchids, he said optimistically.
I found another one further downfield. I don't remember them being this robust this early in the season. I don't know whether it's the weather conditions we've had, but I'm sure they were a lot smaller than this last year. This is quite a big plant. This must be over 12 inches tall already. And it's got plenty of growing to do, so they're certainly fit and healthy.
Right, we're heading across now to the opposite side of the wood, to where I've seen bird's nest orchids in the past, as I mentioned last year, but it must be a good few years now, but it's the only area I've seen them previously, so it's a case of fingers crossed. These things only come up once every X years. They don't come up every year. They could come up every 2 or 3 years, every 10 years, you just don't know. So they're tough to see at the best of times, so didn't find one at all last year. Tried several sites, so it's one of the sort of target species this year, so a little bit early for them, but they are showing elsewhere in the country, so I thought I'd come and give it a try. You never know. Crunching my way through the beechwoods, the domain of the bird's nest orchid. If we're going to be lucky, they'll be in these beechwoods somewhere, but I didn't find any last year. Haven't really come close yet today, so this is the right spot. This is the sort of place you'd find them usually at the base of the trees. Keep looking. No bird's nest orchids. Didn't think there would be, but it was worth a try. Very, very tough things to find. A lot of the beechwoods here have been thinned out over winter, so I think there's a lot of light getting in, and they don't like light. They like it a lot darker than I've been traipsing around, but yeah, never mind. That's another blank this year for bird's nest orchids at Bedford Purlieus. I think I'll find one this year. I have a gut feeling I'm gonna get one this year, but I don't think it'll be here. It'll be somewhere else, so I'll probably need to do a bit of homework and try and find some other sites to try and find this elusive one, but never mind. Saw the fly orchids, that was good, made it worthwhile.